Andrea de Cesaris, a name that evokes both excitement and frustration in the world of Formula One. He was a driver of immense talent, capable of breathtaking speed and daring overtakes. But his career was also plagued by a string of crashes and inconsistencies, earning him the unfortunate nickname Andrea de Crasheris. Hit that subscribe button to dive deeper into the lives of motorsports legends. Today, we explore the complex story of Andrea de Cesaris, the highs and lows, the triumphs and tragedies of a driver whose career was as unpredictable as it was captivating. Andrea de Cesaris, born into a wealthy family in Rome, Italy, was seemingly destined for a life of speed and glamour. His passion for motorsports ignited at a young age, and he quickly rose through the ranks of karting and junior formulas, showcasing a natural talent that hinted at a bright future in Formula One. In 1980, at the age of 21, de Cesaris made his Formula One debut with the prestigious Alfa Romeo team. Expectations were high for the young Italian, his arrival heralded as the dawn of a new era for Italian motorsports. He possessed a raw speed and a fearless approach that immediately caught the attention of fans and pundits alike. Despite his inexperience, de Cesaris showed flashes of brilliance in his early races. He qualified impressively, often outpacing more seasoned drivers, and his daring overtakes on the track showcased his natural talent and aggressive driving style. He quickly became a fan favourite, his charisma and youthful exuberance adding to his appeal. However, his early performances were also marked by inconsistency and a tendency to push his car beyond its limits. This combination of raw speed and youthful exuberance often resulted in crashes and retirements, hindering his progress and frustrating his team. Despite the setbacks, de Cesaris's early promise was undeniable. He was a driver with immense potential, capable of challenging the established order and achieving greatness in Formula One. His debut season, though marred by inconsistency, set the stage for a career that would be both thrilling and tumultuous, a rollercoaster ride of highs and lows that would define his legacy in the sport. Andrea de Cesaris's Formula One career was a paradoxical blend of breathtaking speed and a frustrating tendency for spectacular crashes. This unfortunate combination earned him the unflattering nickname Andrea de Crasheris, a moniker that would follow him throughout his time in the sport. De Cesaris's aggressive driving style and his willingness to push his car to the absolute limit often resulted in spectacular exits from races. He seemed to have a knack for finding the barriers, his car often ending up in a crumpled heap, much to the dismay of his team and the amusement of spectators. The crashes were frequent and varied. He spun off the track, collided with other cars, and even managed to launch his car into the air on several occasions. His incidents became a regular feature of Formula One broadcasts, providing a mix of excitement and frustration for fans. One particularly costly crash occurred during the 1985 Austrian Grand Prix, wherein de Cesaris, driving for the Ligier team, lost control of his car and crashed heavily, causing significant damage. The incident proved to be the final straw for the team, who subsequently fired him, citing his inconsistency and the financial burden of his frequent accidents. While some attributed de Cesaris's crashes to driver error, others argued that he was often a victim of unreliable machinery. The cars of that era were notoriously temperamental, and mechanical failures were not uncommon. However, even his defenders acknowledged that his aggressive driving style often exacerbated these issues, pushing the cars beyond their limits and increasing the likelihood of incidents. The de Crasheris reputation, while undoubtedly humorous to some, also cast a shadow over de Cesaris's career. It overshadowed his moments of brilliance, his impressive qualifying performances, and his occasional podium finishes. The crashes became a defining narrative of his career, a constant reminder of his inconsistency and his inability to consistently harness his raw talent. Despite the setbacks and the criticism, de Cesaris never lost his passion for racing. He continued to push himself and his cars to the limit, his determination to succeed unwavering. His aggressive style, while often leading to crashes, also made him an exciting driver to watch, a reminder of the inherent risks and unpredictable nature of Formula One. Andrea de Cesaris' Formula One career was a frustrating paradox. He possessed undeniable talent, capable of flashes of brilliance that hinted at greatness. Yet his performances were plagued by inconsistency, a rollercoaster ride of impressive qualifying laps and race day disappointments. This erratic nature prevented him from consistently challenging for victories and ultimately defined his legacy as a driver of unfulfilled potential. While de Cesaris secured 5 podium finishes throughout his career, including a memorable second place at the 1983 German Grand Prix, he never managed to stand on the top step of the podium. The elusive victory, the ultimate validation of a driver's skill and determination, remained just out of reach. This lack of consistency was a source of frustration for both de Cesaris and his teams. He would often qualify well, showcasing his raw speed and ability to extract the maximum from his car. However, come race day, his performances would fluctuate wildly. He struggled to maintain consistency over a race distance, often making mistakes, suffering mechanical failures, or becoming involved in incidents that dashed his hopes of a strong finish. This inconsistency led to a rather unfortunate record. De Cesaris holds the distinction of having the most race starts in Formula One history without a victory. This statistic, while a harsh reflection of his career, also highlights the challenges he faced in harnessing his talent and translating his raw speed into consistent results. The reasons behind his inconsistency were multifaceted. Some attributed it to his aggressive driving style, his tendency to push his car beyond its limits, and his struggles to adapt to different cars and teams. Others suggested that psychological factors, such as pressure and a lack of self-belief, may have contributed to his erratic performances. Despite the missed opportunities and the frustrating inconsistency, de Cesaris' career was not without its moments of brilliance. His flashes of speed, his daring overtakes, and his occasional podium finishes served as reminders of his undeniable talent. However, his inability to consistently deliver on that potential ultimately defined his legacy as a driver who tantalized, but ultimately fell short of expectations. In a cruel twist of fate, Andrea de Cesaris' life was cut short in 2014, at the age of 55. He was involved in a single-vehicle motorcycle accident in Rome, his hometown, a city where he had once dreamed of Formula One glory. De Cesaris was riding his Suzuki motorcycle on the Grande Raccordo Anulare, a major motorway that encircles Rome. He lost control of the bike, colliding with a guardrail. The impact proved fatal, ending the life of a man who had dedicated his life to the pursuit of speed. His death sent shockwaves through the motorsports community. Tributes poured in from former teammates, rivals and fans, all acknowledging his talent, his passion for racing, and the indelible mark he left on Formula One. De Cesaris' legacy is a complex one, forever intertwined with his reputation as de Crasheris. His numerous crashes and inconsistent performances often overshadowed his moments of brilliance and his undeniable speed. However, his legacy also encompasses his courage, his determination, and his unwavering love for the sport. He was a driver who dared to push the limits, a reminder of the inherent risks and the human element in motorsports. His tragic passing serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. Andrea de Cesaris, often remembered for his crashes and inconsistency, also embodies the human element in motorsports. His story reminds us that even the most talented athletes are not immune to mistakes and vulnerabilities. The pursuit of speed and glory comes with risks, and de Cesaris' career, though marked by setbacks, highlights the courage and determination required to compete at the highest level. His tragic passing serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the human cost of pushing the limits in the relentless world of motorsports. Andrea de Cesaris' journey was a rollercoaster of speed, crashes, and unfulfilled potential. He was a talented driver whose inconsistency often overshadowed his brilliance. His story serves as a reminder of the human element in motorsports, the fine line between pushing the limits and making mistakes, and the tragic consequences that can sometimes occur. What are your lasting impressions of Andrea de Cesaris? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of the lives and legacies of sports figures.